a small and impoverished dwelling in the city of Zarephath. The widow, a woman with a heavy heart, is gathering sticks outside her home. During a time of great famine, a widow lived in the city of Zarephath, struggling to make ends meet. Elijah, a prophet of God, approaches the widow at the city gates.
Please, fetch me a little water in a vessel, that I may drink.
As the Lord lives, I've only a handful of flour and a little oil left. I'm preparing to make one last meal for my son and me, and then we shall die.
Do not be afraid. Go and do as you have said, but first make a small cake for me, and afterward make one for yourself and your son. For the Lord God of Israel says, the bin of flour shall not be used up, nor shall the jar of oil run dry, until the day the Lord sends rain on the earth.
The widow, though uncertain, chooses to trust the prophet's words. She prepares a small cake for Elijah. The widow and her son sit together, ready to have their final meal.
This is all we have left, my son.
It's okay, Mother. Maybe the Lord will provide.
They are interrupted by a knock on the door. It's Elijah, holding a basket filled with bread and food.
The Lord has seen your faith and has blessed you abundantly. This basket will sustain you and your son until the drought is over.
The widow and her son are overwhelmed with joy and gratitude. They share the meal with Elijah, who stays with them for some time, offering words of comfort and hope. As the days pass, the bin of flour and the jar of oil miraculously remain full, just as Elijah had prophesied. The widow and her son's faith in the Lord grows stronger each day. One day, the son falls seriously ill, and the widow rushes to his side, desperate and afraid.
Lord, you've provided for us all this time. Please don't take my son away.
The boy's condition worsens, and he becomes lifeless. The widow clutches him close, weeping inconsolably.
Fear not. Give me your son.
Suddenly, the boy stirs, and color returns to his cheeks. He opens his eyes, looking at his mother and Elijah.
My son, you're alive!
The Lord has heard your prayers, and he has restored your son's life.
The widow embraces her son tightly, overflowing with joy and gratitude. The famine finally comes to an end as rain pours down upon the dry land. The widow, her son, and Elijah stand together, witnessing the long-awaited miracle. The widow's unwavering faith and trust in God, as well as her kindness towards the prophet Elijah, led to a miraculous provision during the famine and the restoration of her son's life,